Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to my students. Uh, about 9 days ago, I delivered you a lecture 71, and due to some reasons, I could not upload the second part of the same lecture. In fact, there was lot of distortion and external eyes in that uh, lecture, so it was not worth to be uploaded. So I decided to deliver a fresh lecture to you today, uh, the second part of lecture 71. As you know, we are going through this book. Now you are very well acquainted with this book, and we were doing chapter number 4, and exercise was 4.9, I think. Yes, the chapter 4th and exercise 4.3, question number 4. I have already drawn question number 4 uh, before you on the whiteboard. Now this is question number 4. Question number 4. A pie chart is given to you with this key, and the question is the nationalities of students in an international school is shown on the pie chart. Now there is an international school, and the nationality of the students are given in this pie chart. For example, Brazilians. Now, due to shortage of colors, I have done uh, for two sectors. I have done two colors. For this one, only one. Okay, I have done one color for two colors for Brazilian students. Now you see the Brazilian students are this much. I'll read the question and then I'll tell you how much sector it is, or it has been asked in the question. Brazilian, Chinese with blue sector, American with black sector, Indian with red sector, French with green sector. So we'll read the questions now. Now this pie chart is given, and I have almost reproduced this chart of the book with almost same angles what are in the book. Question number A states, what fraction of students are Chinese? What fraction of students are Chinese? Number A, question number A. What fraction of students are Chinese? Chinese are blue. So if I measure this angle, it is almost 90 degree over here. Yes, it is 90 degree. It is 90 degree. That means in a circle, there are four sectors, each having 90-degree angles. That means that if one is 90-degree, then automatically the other one is 90-degree. And therefore, this one sector is 1/4 of this whole circle, because in a circle there are 360-degree angles. There are how many angles? 360 degrees. If one sector is 90 degree, then it means that the sector is 1/4, as it is written over here. Now this sector is 1/4 of the total circle. This sector is 1/4 of the total circle. बच्चों क्या है? एक स्कूल है इंटरनेशनल, उसके अंदर मुख्तलिफ नेशनैलिटी के बच्चे पढ़ते हैं। ब्राज़ीलियन है, चाइनीज़ है, अमेरिकन है, इंडियन है, फ्रेंच है, जिनको कलर करके बता दिया गया है। मेरे पास चूंकि कलर नहीं थे ज़्यादा, इस वजह से एक को मैंने 2 रंग में कर दिया, चाइनीज़ को ब्लू कर दिया, अमेरिकन को ब्लैक, इंडियन को रेड और फ्रेंच को मैंने ग्रीन कर दिया। अब उन्होंने पूछा है कि कितने परसेंटेज या कितना फ्रैक्शन जो है वो चाइनीज स्टूडेंट्स का है। तो चाइनीज स्टूडेंट्स के जब हमने यहाँ से एंगल मेजर करते हैं तो दैट इज 90 डिग्री। तो वो क्या है, 90 डिग्री है। तो इस वजह से 90 डिग्री जब ये होता है तो इसका मतलब ये है कि ये उसका 1/4 हिस्सा होता है, क्योंकि हर सर्कल के अंदर 360 डिग्री के एंगल होते हैं। आपको इंग्लिश में भी समझ में आ रहा होगा। देन when it is 1/4 the Chinese students, that means the ratio is 0.25. It is 0.25 because it is 90 degree and 90 degree is 1/4 of the total circle. 1/4 of the total circle as it is described here. It is 1/4 of the total circle. Part B of the same question. What percentage of the students are Indian? Now, what percentage of the students are Indian? Let me find the Indian students first. ये हैं Indian students. These are the Indian students. The red one. The red one are the Indian students. Now, I have to measure the angle from here. So, as per book, my angle is 43 degree, but in book it is given almost, if I measure it with the smaller protector, it will be 38 degree. This is the smaller protector, and if we measure it, it will be something like. Now I have reproduced this figure from your book, and when I measure it from your book, it is almost 40 degree. So let me take it as 40 degree. आपकी किताब में से मैंने जब ये पैमाइश किया दैट इज 40 डिग्री। सो वील प्रोसीड विद द 40 डिग्री। अब हम 40 डिग्री से प्रोसीड करेंगे। द इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स विद 40 डिग्री सेक्टर। नाउ 40 डिग्री इज दिस वन, दिस सेक्टर। सो व्हाट विल वी डू, 40 divided by 360 and 9, 1/9 are the Indian students. And what is 1/9? 1 divided by 9 gives us 0.11%. 0.11. 0.11 is the ratio, and if we, for percentage, we have to multiply it with 100. With 100. So it will be 11%. So there are 11% students, Indian students. There are 11% Indian students. Now keep the result with you. Now keep these results with you. We may need them in upcoming question. तो ये 0.25 हो गया चाइनीज का। ये रेशियो में मालूम किया था। दिस वाज इन द रेशियो, बट दिस इज इन द परसेंटेज। This is in the percentage. This is a twist in the question. Otherwise, there are one and same thing. This is the ratio and this is the percentage. And if we could find the percentage, we have to multiply it by 100. C part. Write the ratio of Brazilian students, total students as a decimal. As a decimal, no, it is written specifically as a decimal. Write the ratio of Brazilian students. Ratio of Brazilian students. Where is the Brazilian students? Here are the Brazilian. Top. At the top, there are the Brazilian students, the black and the red sector. The black and the red sector. Now, black and the red sector, as you know, this is the supplementary of this angle. So this, if this is 90, this is again 90. Now we have to find the ratio of Brazilian students. Now C, for C, Brazilian student, the ratio of Brazilian students is again 1/4, and that is equal to 0.25. It is again 0.25. So it is 0.25. Okay. Now part D. If there are 900 students at the school, how many are Chinese, Indian, American, and French? Now all the uh, categories have been asked except Brazilian. Now these four are asked in the next question, and it is if there are 900 students. Now the total students are 900. This is the pie chart for 900 students. Now how many are the Chinese? Yes, Chinese first. This is part D1. Okay, part D1 is now zero point 0.5 will simply multiply the already obtained result. This is already obtained result, so it will become 900 multiplied by 0.25. It will give, now the first answer is 225 Chinese students. Now question number 4, part D, two subpart 2. How many are the Indian students? Now we have kept this answer, so 0.11 multiplied by 900. 0.11 multiplied by 900, it will give up about 99 students, Indian students, 99 Indian students. Maybe your book has given 100, so there is a chance of error in the angles. American. Where is the American? American. This is the American. American. This one. So I think we don't. We have not find the American students as yet. So what will we do? We'll find the angle first for the American students. Now this is 70-degree angle. Yes, it is written over here. It is 70-degree angle. Now we have to find for the American students 70 divided by 360. Okay, so it will become 70 divided by 360, 0.19, 0.194, and then you will multiply it by 900. Multiplied by 900 will become 175 American students. There are 175 American students. And for French students. Again, the angle for the French students, since this is 40, this is 70, 110, the remaining will be, it is 70. Okay, now French, 200 French students. Now, my dear students, my answer may vary from the book because I have reproduced the same pie chart on the whiteboard, and my angles may vary. My angles may vary from the book. So I have tried to get answers from these angles. When you will follow your book answers, book pie chart, you will get those answers, exact those answers. Okay, now this was exercise 4.9, and now we are proceeding to line graph. Line graph is very simple, and you may have seen it in the cricket commentary as well, like this. Or if it is like this is a linear chart, and this is parabol. You know, you know it very well. So we'll be doing this in detail, little detail over here. Now, my dear students, our next topic and the last topic is line graph. It is very interesting line graph. So, as you know, there are two axes. When we talk about axes, there are always two axes on a linear board. If you talk about three dimensions, then this is the third axis, z axis. Now, this is the x axis, this is the y axis, as you know. Now, if I write the number of overs over here, if I talk about cricket, number of overs and runs. Okay, now for each over there are 6 balls. Now you see that how detailed it is. Now we are going to further divide it into 6 balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And similarly, all of the board. And the runs are over here. Now, a team. Now, this is these both are starting from point 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Suppose there are 10 overs, and the runs are, say it like this. Now runs are like this, boosting again, and the runs will always increase. The runs will always increase. So there is always an upward trend in this. There is an always upward trend in this graph. So there cannot be a slump in this graph. There cannot be a slump in this graph. So if I mark down the wickets over here, so there are 3 wickets. Okay, now you might have understood this. You might have understood that this is a linear graph because it is keep on increasing. It is keep on increasing because when the number of overs are increasing, the runs are increasing. But if I take the example of stock exchange, let me take the example of stock exchange. Now, there are days maybe, and for certain value of shares, maybe this dollar and company, dollar and co, shares of dollar and co. Now, there are 7 working days. If I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 working days, and this is 7 is Sunday. Okay. Now you see the share of the now these are the dollars. These will be measured in dollars. On the first day, the opening day, the share was somewhere here. Okay. Then it got a boost. It came over here. On the third day, with a slight decline, it come over here. With the further decline, it come over here. In the fifth day, it again boosted, and at the end of the week, it came somewhere here. And if I draw a line to measure these, then our graph will present this. Now you see there are both trends, the upward trend and lower trend. So this is the boost and this is the slump. So there are many kind of graphs you can see and you can make. For example, the temperature of the body of the patient, the temperature of the body of the patient, you can always uh, take the temperature of the body of the. Now there is an exercise. Which type of graph would you use in following information? Give decision of your choice. Now there is a summary of pictogram, bar graph, bar chart, and line graph. Now you can use these four categories. These four categories where you want to use. If you want to use pictogram, if you feel that with the pictures your listener or your uh, audience will understand with the pictures, you use pictograms. And if you feel that your audience or your listeners will understand the bar charts, you use the bar charts. And similarly is the case in in pie charts and in line graphs. So you can use. There are certain merits and demerits of each and every uh, graph in the section over here. So there are merits and demerits written over here. You can read all these merits and demerits from here. So I am going to start if it is worth to be solved here. Which of type applying your skills? No, there are nothing special in exercise 4.10, 4.10. So we'll be straight going to our. So, my dear students, time to share you goodbye because time not allowing me to continue furthermore. In the next uh, lecture, we'll be doing fraction and standard form. I'm not doing the examination practice questions and past paper questions because these are very simple. These are very, very simple. So, need not to do these. I'm going to touch fraction and standard form because this is much more important than that. So, till our next lecture, it's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.